Hello everyone and welcome back to my little channel. Today we are talking about Mercari. Mercari is a selling platform and we're going to go over every single item that I've ever sold on Mercari. Hopefully this will help you figure out what styles to pick up and if Mercari is right for you. We're also going to be talking about some pros and some cons. I started on Mercari 2 years ago. I started just selling things from my own closet or my family's closet that was just going to be donated, and it just grew from there. I try to buy as much as I can for really cheap. That is how I feel that I can make the most income. So mostly I get my inventory for less than $5, normally less than $2. I'm looking for items that are like 25 cents, $1, something really cheap. That way I have less into it and I'm not losing big amounts of money if something does not sell. I also started selling other people's clothes. So how that works is girls from my high school or just that I knew would give me their clothes and I would split that profit 50-50. So let's go over some numbers with Mercari. So in the past 2 years, I've made $1,200 off of Mercari. That equals about $50 a month. That has gone up as I've gotten more seriously into reselling, but still about $50 a month. And that also is a little less than that I personally made with fees and with some of that money going to people because I sold their clothes for them rather than clothes that were just mine. I had to split my profits. Now let's talk about some pros of Mercari. So, Mercari has a pretty low selling fee. It's 12.9%, and that's pretty good. It's a lot lower than Poshmark, and I believe even lower than Depop. Mercari pays to put their listings on Google. So if someone Googles like a certain type of clothing, your listing will come up and they can see it on Google. This means that your listings someone can buy that does not have a Mercari account. They also have many shipping options ranging from I believe $4 all the way up to like $20 if it's super duper heavy. They also have an option to deliver it to your door. I have that option available on all my listings, but I've never had someone buy it. That is about $11 shipping and is pretty expensive. They also have really good buyers. I have not run into any troubles with any buyers being rude or sending me really low offers. And they have a really good customer service. I've reached out to customer service a few times and it has gone well and they respond really quickly. Some cons are that the way Mercari is set up, you cannot search for a person. So if someone sees your video or your Instagram or whatever and they're like, oh, I want to look it up, they can't go to your account and follow you. They have to find a listing of yours and follow you that way, which means that you don't get a lot of followers on Mercari. They also have really strict copyright claims. I've had a few of my listings taken down, like I just had Gymshark leggings taken down for, essentially no reason except that they were Gymshark. So if a company doesn't want you reselling their clothes, it's really easy to be taken down on Mercari. Also, the way that offers and promotions work on Mercari, you can only send out an offer like once. So if you have something that's like maybe $20 and you're like, I'm going to send out offers to all my likers for $18. You can send out that offer, but then the next offer you send has to be lower than that. So let's say your listing all of a sudden got 20 more likes, you have to send out an offer lower. It can't be $18, it'll have to be $16, 20% lower than that. So that can get a little annoying. But I really enjoy Mercari. It's one of my favorite platforms. And yeah, now let's go over everything I sold in the last 2 years, and I'll let you know if I think it was something that's good to pick up or not that great to pick up. Okay, so the first thing I ever sold on Mercari was this pair of 2 cross necklaces. They were like my mom's friends and she didn't want them anymore, and they sold for $10. I'd say I normally stay away from jewelry just because it's so small and it's hard to know what the brand is on the jewelry or what the material is on the jewelry since they don't have tags. But picking up unique pieces of jewelry is probably good. And then I sold this Rip and Dip cat beanie for $6. I'd say beanies are the best hats to pick up unless they're like snapback hats with a very popular like sport brand on them. I enjoy picking up beanies. Next I have this Coca-Cola hoodie that sold for $10. This was just from my own personal closet. I say that Coca-Cola stuff sells really well, like stuff with Coca-Cola on it, crop tops and stuff like that, they do good. And next is something similar. It's this orange Fanta hoodie. I actually got this at Disney Boardwalk and it sold for $23. I wish I still had this, it's so cute. And this goes back to the Coca-Cola thing. Anything with like a big popular brand will probably sell good. This strawberry crop top sold for $7. I got this from another seller. I'd say that strawberry things, pink things, unique like kawaii things, they sell really good, especially if it's cheap. So definitely be on the lookout for pink strawberry things. Strawberries have been a trend for a long time now. Next, I sold this set of 2 basic crop tops for $7. These I was surprised they sold. They were like a Walmart brand that I physically cut myself to be a crop top. And yeah, I would not suggest picking up plain colored shirts. Cropped is better, but just a plain shirt, kind of boring, and you can find it anywhere. Like I found it at Walmart. Next, we have this 2-piece rose set. This set sold for $15. I'd say that this was it was just for my own closet, but 2-piece sets, matching sets sell really well. I mean, it's an outfit right there in itself. This Ralph Lauren sweater sold for $10. I like picking up Ralph Lauren as long as I think it's cute. It's not like, the fact that it's Ralph Lauren doesn't make it sell automatically. It has to be something that people want. And these chunky sweaters are always in style. Next, this Adidas long sleeve crop top sold for $22. I got this on Depop. I think Adidas is pretty good to pick up. I think as time goes on, I haven't sold as much Adidas stuff if it's not activewear. This like cute casual wear does not sell that great for me. This Under Armour athletic hoodie sold for $6. I do like picking up Under Armour as long as it's outerwear, like a hoodie or a jacket. This Squishmallow sold for $6. I got the Squishmallow from TJ Maxx in a pack of 3. And they're pet toys. And this one, I had them all listed at $10, and this one is the only one that sold for $6. The other one, 2 sold for $10. But yeah, Squishmallows still are in style. I'd pick them up if you find them at the bins or at a thrift store for really cheap. Next, this is a bundle of 2 Carhartt jeans. Carhartt jeans sell great. This bundle sold for $35. Big, baggy pants. I like picking up Carhartt. Carhartt almost always sells for me. This set of 3 bras sold for $7. I had these for myself. Bras are good pickup, especially if they have these fun, unique designs on them. This Fox racing tank top sold for $5. It's a tank top. I don't really know what the brand Fox Racing is, but it sold. I don't normally pick up tank tops. This was just my mom's. This Calvin Klein performance hoodie sold for $8. Calvin Klein is like a hit or miss for me. I have so much stuff in my closet that's Calvin Klein that has been sitting for a long time, but as long as it's cute and it's Calvin Klein, I'd pick it up. These Adidas tennis shoes sold for $20. These were just my own. I don't personally like shoes because it's such a big item to ship. Like, you have to get a box, but they can sell for more. So yeah, I'd pick up like brand new Adidas shoes. I'm pretty sure they would always sell. Next, kind of random, but I sold this graphic card for $100. It was my dad's. I have no idea about graphic cards, but I guess if you're more versed in the technology world, tech sells really good and for a lot of money, so definitely be on the lookout. Even if you find like printer ink or something like that, like pick it up. Video games for like newer stuff, controllers. I don't really get into that because I don't know and I'm not excited about it, but this North Face top sold for $6. North Face is a great brand to pick up. Probably could have got more than $6 for it, but this is my beginning stages. This Carhartt hoodie I got at a garage sale for $2. It sold for $20. Carhartt, like I said, is a great brand to pick up. This actually got really bad rating. I got a 2-star rating on this, which was kind of disappointing. They said it was hurt, like stained, which I don't remember, but that's besides the point. The point is Carhartt sells good. And that's another thing, is always make sure you check your clothes for stains and rips, and honestly, things that are hurt can sell, but you need to close it because you don't want to return and you don't want someone complaining. Next, this 4-pack of bras sold for $10. Bras are a good pickup, and as you can see, there's a pink one here, which I think makes it a little more exciting, but still some neutrals. This NASCAR shirt, rainbow shirt, sold for $40. NASCAR stuff sells really good. This rainbow pattern makes it really unique, and that's why it sold for so much. This Calvin Klein tank top sold for $7. Calvin Klein, as we said, good brand. $7, you know. This Tokyo Ghoul Funko Pop sold for $8. Funko Pops are a great pickup. Always pick up Funko Pops. They will definitely sell. And it caters to like a more niche audience, but as long as you find a character that is like pretty popular, it should sell. This Calvin Klein bralette sold for $6. I love Calvin Klein bralettes. They sell great. They almost like always every time sell. Oh, another Squishmallow. I guess this one sold for $5, so. A fleece heavy duty flannel. This flannel sold for $24. I say flannel sell really well, especially if they're like a thick jacket flannel. This one had like a fleece lining. Yeah, that I got for myself and I didn't like it because the pattern was just so big, you know? I like my flannels smaller, but definitely pick up flannels, and outerwear and anything fuzzy will sell great. This vintage Nike windbreaker sold for $22. Nike is just a great brand to pick up, especially outerwear. This skater skirt dress sold for $4. Just a basic style black dress. Black dresses are good, but black items are really hard to photograph. You know, they always have little pieces of lint or animal hair or whatever, and you take a lint roller and it just feels like it's still there. So be careful with black items, and definitely get a lint roller if you like the color black and like to pick it up. This chunky sweater sold for $8. Chunky sweaters sell great, anything that's oversized and knit and soft and cozy. This button-down sweater sold for $10. That goes on the same thing. And this is like, it could be worn as like a sweater closed or a cardigan open, which I think is a great thing to pick up. Cardigans sell fantastic for me, especially this one that could also be worn as a sweater. This corset sold for $15. Corsets are always a great pickup. They always sell. This Tupac shirt sold for $8. I got this for 99 cents at a Ross clearance, which I think is a great way to source Ross clearances or Plato's clearances or just store clearances in general. But yeah, a singer, a rapper, band shirts and singer shirts sell pretty good. This sundress sold for $7. It's a floral pattern, so I probably wouldn't pick it up. It might have just been from my own closet. But sundresses typically sell good. This scrub set sold for $8. Scrubs are, I don't know, they're not a great pickup. I think these were just fun colors, so they sold well. These Under Armour sweatpants sold for $7. I like Under Armour. They're a decent brand to pick up, probably up there with like Adidas. Hollister jeans shorts sold for $9. Denim shorts sell really well for me, especially in the beginning of the summer months. I typically I plan on saving my shorts for right before summer in like the springtime when everyone is shopping for them. You know, maybe they've grown over the summer and they need new shorts. That is a good time to list them. This Hollister crop top sold for $6. Sell your own crop tops. This is kind of like basic, and even if I picked it up for $1, I really would not be making that much. This arrowhead necklace sold for $7. I tried to wire my own crystals and sell them, and it didn't work that well. I sold a few, but I mean, an arrowhead, that's kind of cool and exciting. These flowy hippie pants sold for $8. I'd say this sold 05/09/22, so in May, so not that long ago. However, I have flowy hippie pants right now and they're not selling, but maybe the fact that it was spring helped them sell. This Harley Davidson New with Tops tag sold for $14. Harley Davidson is a great brand. Like, everything Harley that I have has always sold. If you can find Harley Davidson, it's mostly more expensive, and some pieces that you find can be like really unique or and rare and will sell for like a lot of money. This 2000s Bebe tank sold great. I had like so many offers on this and I ended up selling it full price for $15. Y2K stuff is like really in right now. You know, if you can find some really fancy low-rise jeans, those will sell good. Bebe is a great brand to pick up. Another corset sold for $6. This was Shein. Corsets, like I said, great to pick up. Even if they're fast fashion, they will always sell. This Harley Davidson long sleeve sold for $18. Same Harley Davidson. I love to pick it up. This vintage 90s crop top sold for $6. That's, I guess, an advice I have is if you have something that's vintage and 90s, put that in your title. People will often look up vintage crop top versus just crop top, and that makes it a little more excited that it's a vintage. This Lucky Brand shirt sold for $12. Lucky Brand is not really my favorite thing to pick up. It just kind of does okay. Adidas men's shirt sold for $12. Adidas is just okay. Choco sandals sold for $35. Sandals sell pretty well, especially Chacos. I mean, yeah. But I've had some other pair of sandals and they sell good. This like adventure outdoorsy style of sandal pretty much sells really good. These Yogalicious leggings sold for $9. These were sitting a long time. My friend gave them to me, and I had to like wait and wait and wait. But they finally sold for $7. So I don't do that great in activewear. Leggings, stuff like that, really don't sell that fantastic for me. They normally sit a while, so I normally stay away from activewear. These 2000s corduroy pants sold for $14. I put in my title Y2K, so that kind of helped them sell. Corduroy does pretty good for me. Calvin Klein plus size $8 shirt sold for $8. I like picking up plus size stuff sometimes. I mean, I'm not that excited because, I mean, plus size stuff is just so big that it's really hard to store. And I mean, none of it would fit me, and I like picking up stuff that I could like hypothetically wear and I'm excited about. But plus size stuff does sell really good. This Nike men's polo shirt sold for $15. I have another polo shirt like this sitting right now, so take with that information what you will, but this one sold, and I actually got this one for free. Vintage slip skirt sold for $8. I like to pick up slip skirts. They sell really well for me. Another slip skirt sold for $20. This one is Babaton. If you haven't heard of the brand Babaton, it's like really expensive and it would be a really good pickup. This one was like $100 and something skirt, which is crazy. It sold for only $20 because I had a stain on it, but it still sold even though I had a stain, which is just crazy to me. Free People dress sold for $19. I will say everything Free People that I've had has sold. Some of it has taken a little longer, but I think Free People is probably a good brand to pick up. I've heard some people say that it's just like okay and they will pass on some styles, but honestly, I'd pick up Free People. This jumpsuit sold for $12. This is an Express brand. I don't like Express at all. It's just a mall brand, and I normally stay away from mall brands. However, jumpsuits and rompers sell fantastic. This Stranger Things shirt sold for $10. I got this for free. I got it right before Stranger Things season 2 came out, or like was actively coming out. So if you keep in mind like movies that are coming out right now and people might be excited about, like, or even music, how like Taylor Swift's Midnight's album just came out, probably Taylor Swift's stuff is selling like crazy, you know? And that's why the Stranger Things thing sold, even though it was like a season whatever. I don't remember if I said, yeah, never mind. So this vintage slip dress sold for $23. The slip dresses I have picked up have sold great, especially if they're longer, honestly. So definitely pick up slip dresses that are really shiny and a unique color. This American Eagle shorts sold for $9. American Eagle are good shorts to pick up. This chunky ribbed cardigan sold for $12. Like I said, cardigans do great. This sweater sold for $7. I marketed this as unisex even though it was a men's because I feel like more women online shop, and because my store is mostly women, I try to cater to women. Express sparkle sweater sold for $11. The fact that it's a chunky oversized sweater. Free People again sold for $10. This cropped hoodie. This plaid pencil skirt was Shein. It sold for $6. Shein is like okay to pick up. You want to be careful with Shein. If it's really, really cute, pick it up. However, no matter how cute it is, it's not going to sell for a lot because it wasn't originally sold for a lot. But I picked up this skirt because it was a bigger size and looked cute for fall. This teddy bear jacket sold for $11. Outerwear jackets, fuzzy jackets do great, as I said. These camel leggings sold for $8. They were sitting a long time, and $8, but some girl gave them to me, so. Buckle brand tank top sold for $8. Buckle brand kind of confuses me, to be honest. I've done good on some Buckle, and Buckle is a really expensive brand, but sometimes it just sits. This top was new with tags. It sold for $12. The brand is Day Trip. Um, the fact that it's new with tags has helped me sometimes. I always price a little higher if it's new with tags, and it helps that you can see the cost of it originally right there on the tag, so people are like, whoa, I'm getting a deal. Look how much it was originally. And I think people like the fact that it's never been worn. This swimsuit top sold for $7. Honestly, I like selling swimsuits. They do pretty good for me. Even this one sold this month in October. So swimsuits have been selling all the time for me. This Victoria's Secret pink leggings. I like picking up Victoria's Secret leggings. These ones were like really cute to me. They sold for $16. I like picking up Victoria's Secret in general. It does like okay, and pink honestly does like even less okay. I have a bunch of pink like sweaters and stuff sitting, and they're just sitting there. No one wants them. I feel like pink was really popular like in the 2010s to 2016-ish era, and now it is less popular. Unless bras, like always pick up Victoria's Secret pink bras. These Adidas track pants sold for $16. Adidas is a nice bread and butter brand, as I said. This was no brand. It sold for $10. But you want to, like, the indie, hippie, outdoorsy style is really in right now. And this one has mushrooms and frogs and everything that everyone loves right now. So just kind of keep up with the fashion trends. Like, I don't keep up that much, but I keep up enough to, like, slightly know what's going on. These Nike sweatpants sold for $27. Nike sweatpants sell for a lot. $27 is pretty good. These booty heels sold for $12. I like picking up black boots. They're kind of, a basic that everybody needs. However, like I said before, they're harder to ship. However, these were pretty small. In the shoe world, I'd stay between size 7 and size 10. Those seem to be the sizes that the majority of people are. This button-down vintage shirt sold for $12. The fact that it's vintage and it has a fun color on, like pattern on it, and it could be buttoned up and worn as a shirt or buttoned open, which is how I would wear it. And then this sundress sold for $12. Sundresses sell well, as I said. This newspaper crop top with Shein is sold for $9. As I said, Shein stuff that is super, super cute. Like this is like super unique, could be like dressed up or dressed down. These flare pants sold for $15. Flare jeans and leggings and stuff are really in right now. They sell good. This bomber jacket dress sold for $10. I got this from my friend and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so middle schooly. I don't think it would ever sell, but it did sell. So, some stuff surprises you. If you're going through your closet or someone gives you something and you're getting it for free and you're like, I don't think this would sell, my advice is to honestly post it because you never know, like basic crop tops have sold that I've had, maybe stuff with stains has sold that I've had, and stuff from middle school has sold. So always post everything, especially if you're getting it for free. These Green Bay Packer gloves sold for $8. That's the time that football season is the best time to list your football stuff. Explain it to you. Same with like other stores when it's basketball season, post your basketball stuff. This shirt sold for $10. It's like high on life, and then it has a picture of a nice plant and stuff like that sells really good. There's always like a fan base for weed, I guess. This Monty Crew crop top sold for $12. Going back to like bands and singers, they always sell really good. American Eagle cropped cardigan, $12. American Eagle is a pretty good brand to pick up. It's like a nice bread and butter brand. No one's like super excited about American Eagle, but everyone knows what American Eagle is and they know that it's decently high quality. So if something is really cute and it's American Eagle, pick it up. This Luka Doncic Dallas Sport jersey sold for $24. These had some pretty good like comps to it. I think picking up jerseys is really good. I'm not, as I said, that into sports, but sports stuff does sell really good, especially if you know what you're doing. If you know a player, if you know a team, and you know it's popular and everyone likes it, because I know there's some that everyone hates. Pick it up, and jerseys are good. Gap straight leg casual pants sold for $10. I like picking up Gap. I think it's also a good bread and butter brand, as they say. um, Everything Gap that I've had has pretty much sold, especially pants. This Adidas soccer cleats sold for $70. This was crazy. So definitely, if you find cleats, pick them up. And these ones had like shin pads and a sock thing. I don't know soccer, which makes it hard. But I reversed image these, figured out the exact style and everything, and they sold for $70 straight up. Like that's what I listed it at. So I probably could have listed higher. American Eagle tube tops sold for $15. Tube tops are like not that in right now, but honestly they sell like okay-ish. So you can find them for really cheap. Levi's 501 denim shorts sold for $19. Levi's are good to pick up. 501s are the best to pick up in my opinion. I accepted this offer because they sold in October and I was like, there's no way that anyone else is gonna want them for the next 6 months, so I just accepted so they wouldn't have to sit. But yeah, denim shorts, as I said, sell good. Levi's, you want to be careful. You want to make sure that they're a vintage style because Levi's is now sold in Walmart, so you want to make sure that it's not a Walmart brand, Levi's. So a good marking is that this big leather patch on the back of the shorts will be there, and just look at that and see if it's kind of faded, worn, and if it says Levi's and has like a picture of these men on it. These American Eagle acid wash denim shorts sold for $20. These Lululemon leggings sold for $35. Lululemon leggings, if you can find them, these sold within like an hour. I probably should have listed higher, but that was my first time selling Lululemon leggings, and it looked like people were selling it for that. I know that the Aligns are the best, but like these didn't even have a size on the inside. I think, no, they did. But they didn't like say what type of leggings they were, and I don't know how to tell the difference between them. But yeah, always pick up Lululemons. I have a tank top that I picked up, and that's not doing so great, so I'd stick with leggings and maybe like not tank tops. These Adidas track pants sold for $15. We all know these track pants. We all have these track pants. I've sold 4 of them. They've all sold. These Adidas athletic shorts sold for $12. Adidas American Eagle crossover waistband legging sold for $30. Sold straight out. I was expecting to get an offer on these. I guess that's another tip that I have, is always list high, accept offers. List a little higher than you think it might sell for, and have offers. People like to send offers because they feel like they're getting a deal, I think. You know, they're like, oh, it's $30. What if I say $28? Oh my gosh, I just saved money. They like to feel that way, I think. So that's my opinion. But these sold for $30, really good. So apparently pick up American Eagle leggings. Especially, I think that cross waist is in right now. I also found a pair of leggings on a person, and that helps things sell, especially with pants and dresses and things that you can't tell how it's going to fit if it's just laid out on a hanger. And you can do that by reverse image searching, and honestly, it doesn't have to be the exact pair. As long as it looks a lot like what the item is going to look like on, that'll work. Alright, so these American Eagle pants sold for $17. American Eagle jeans sell well, but honestly, which is surprising to me, but the best American Eagle jeans that sell are jeggings. Black jeggings, or even blue jeggings, but they just sell really great and really fast for me. And then on top of that, also mom's jean styles, but the jeggings surprised me because I didn't think skinny jeans were very in right now, but I guess that's something else I have to say about Mercari, is that Mercari typically is a little bit of an older audience. There's also some young people on them, but women's clothes, rather than like juniors' clothes or teenagers' clothes, tend to sell better on Mercari. Oh, now we have American Eagle high-rise blue jeggings that sold for $15. Universal thread chunky sweater for $15. So as I said, chunky oversized sweaters sell good, and then Universal Threads is a Target brand, and it sells pretty good for me. People like Target a lot. If you haven't noticed from the internet, people are obsessed with Target. So Universal Threads, Wild Fable always sells really good for me. It's not going to sell for a whole bunch, but it sells well. This oversized sweatshirt sold for $13. It was just Hanes, but the fact that it's oversized, comfy, made it sell good. These Abercrombie and Fitch jeans sold for $25. Mom jean style, baggy, they were actually mine. They didn't fit me anymore, so I sold them. This cardigan sold for $12. Cardigans sell great. I marketed this as boho, indie, hippie. It helps it sell. This embroidered lace top, this I said was like Y2K, and that helped it sell. This is actually a really pretty top, and stuff like this that is beaded and kind of like tiered almost sells really well. This vintage maxi skirt or dress sold for $17. And as I said before, vintage slip dresses sell really well for me. Now I have 3 listings in progress that I have just sold. So one is a pair of Adidas track pants I've talked about before for $14. A men's Hurley shirt sold for $10. I think we saw as the Adidas shirt earlier. Just basic men's shirt with like a big logo on it. Smells good. Calvin Klein cropped hoodie sold for $17. We've talked about Calvin Klein. That is everything that I've sold on Mercari in the past 2 years. We just went over like 150 items. Yeah, so hopefully you've learned what to pick up and saw some things that I've sold. As you can see, I sell things mostly on the cheaper end because I pick up my items really cheap. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for me, leave them down below in the comments. Share something you learned. What's your favorite brand to sell? Thank you for watching.